Hello everyone, it is Maya aka BasedArtist here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a sketch video, but this time with a twist. And what is that twist? Today we're going to be finding out where I'm moving to. And that place is Japan. Crazy, right? I can hardly believe it myself, if we're being honest. I've wanted to do this for a really long time, and now it's finally happening. I do use the word moving pretty loosely though. I'm going to be there for 3 months at first, and then I'm still in the process of trying to finalize getting to go back again to go to college there. But I haven't fully succeeded yet, so we're not going to talk about that too much. Once I know all the details of that, whether I'm going, whether I'm not, I'm going to be updating you guys on my personal channel. And speaking of my personal channel, if you want to know the details of this first 3-month trip, you can head on over to there too. I have a video up now that in which I'm talking about how I'm getting there, why I wanted to go there in the first place, accommodations, what school I'm going to go to, stuff like that. If you're not interested in that, then you can just stay on over here. It's fine. If you're just into me for the art and stuff, I completely understand. But anyway, in today's video, I am painting this picture of a Buddha that I found in Kamakura town, and I figured I would tell you guys about my first time going to Japan, which was about almost exactly a year ago now. So, this was my very first experience traveling anywhere with like just me and friends and stuff. My flight was fine. It was a 14-hour straight flight, which I think would intimidate a lot of people, but for me it was actually pretty okay. The only thing is that the people sitting next to me were sick, so they were coughing and sneezing and stuff the whole time, and that was a little bit gross, frustrating, and things like that. On the plane though, I had curry for the first time, and since that moment I've been obsessed with it. Like, I can't believe the very first time I had curry was on a plane. It wasn't even the best curry in the world, but it was like the only plane food I had that wasn't horrible. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like if plane curry is like this, then like real actual curry must be like amazing. And you know what? I was right. I had curry udon for like the whole entirety of the trip, almost every day, because it was just that good. Oh my gosh. But it was really interesting. So I landed or whatever, and I met up with the friend that I was traveling with. I flew in from New York and she flew from Chicago, so we didn't actually fly together. I was completely alone on this flight, and so was she, but I feel as though she was probably a bit more comfortable with it because it wasn't her first time flying, it was mine. But we met up in the airport. We found each other pretty easily. But then we had to climb over our next hurdle, which was the Japanese subway. It was actually, once we got the hang of it, it wasn't too difficult, but at first it was a bit of a struggle, and we didn't really understand like what direction we needed to go in, or like how to get where we needed to go, or how to read the maps and stuff. And there were other foreign people around us that were really helpful, and like we were trying to figure it out together. And it just made me feel really happy that, people in different countries and difficult situations being so open to be kind and helpful to each other. I don't know, it was just one of the little things that made life seem a little bit better and the world seem a little bit nicer, even though it was so small. But yeah, we eventually made it to our place. It was really cute. Kind of a little bit far from the city. Not far. I think it was like about a half hour away from Shibuya. Maybe a little bit further than that. Maybe like 45 minutes away from Shibuya. So it was a little bit of a commute, but it was in a really cute area. There were a lot of old people, a lot of gardens and cats and stuff. I really liked it, and so I'm happy that I'll be I won't be going to that neighborhood again when I go back in next month, but I'll be outside of the city a little bit. So when I was there, I did a lot of shopping. I wanted to like film a lot of it, but I was too shy at the time. The shopping was really, really fun. I feel like I bought a lot of stickers. There's this one really cute sticker shop called B-Side Label in I butchered that word, in Harajuku. And I really recommend going there if you ever get the chance to go to Tokyo. I don't know what street it's on, but I remember it's near this really big thrift store called Chicago, and it's near Deal Design, if you know where Deal Design is. So it's over there. Like, I remember some of the other stores around it, but I don't know what the street was called. Sorry. But it was really, really cool going there. And the shop staff were so friendly to me and stuff, and like some of them spoke a little bit of English, and they'd like ask me where I was from and stuff. I had this really funny experience with this convenience store worker. He told me that I was really cool at like 1 a.m. when we were coming home from a really fun night out. And I don't know, the people just seemed very, very nice and friendly and stuff. Although I did have some negative experience with some of the peoples there, it was mostly positive during my trip. I also went to Kamakura. That's actually where I got the picture that I'm painting from. In Kamakura town, I think it's in Kanagawa, I could be wrong, but I think it's a really easy day trip to make from Tokyo. I think it probably took us maybe a little over an hour by train, and I think there was only like one transfer. So like I said, very, very easy to go to. If you're in Tokyo, I highly, highly recommend it because it's a nice breather from the densely populated Tokyo atmosphere, I think. It's a little bit more naturey, a little bit more historical, but very, very charming and beautiful, and still a little bit metropolitan, but not too bad. There's this really, really cute store in Kamakura town. They sold it was like a cat themed store. I bought a bunch of cat pins and like cat stickers. I love that store. Oh my gosh, if I go back to Kamakura, I'm gonna go back to that cat store and I'm gonna buy everything there. It's gonna be amazing. And oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but the Buddha itself was freaking gigantic. Like, it was amazing to stand in front of and like look up, and like you're breaking your neck pretty much looking up at this thing's face. It's just towering over you. It was really, really amazing to see. And I definitely I'm going to try to go back, especially since it's so close to Tokyo and so easy to get to. There is another thing that happened. So when I went to Kamakura, I went there with the friend I was traveling with, her old host family from the first time she went to Japan. I hope that made sense to you guys, but it was really interesting. So the host sister, she spoke fluent English and stuff, and so she was kind of guiding us around and like explaining different things to us, and it was really, really nice to have somebody that knew the culture and knew the language to be able to translate for us. And so it was an extra good experience. But there was one thing that I found a little bit interesting. We went into this one store that sold like kimono accessories and stuff, and she was calling everything cute and like kawaii and stuff like that. And I thought that was different for me because I always expected it to be like, I don't know, like more sophisticated language surrounding a kimono and stuff like that. Like, oh, that's beautiful, or, you know, it's so well crafted, but it's really, I don't know, like Japanese natives talk about it the way we talk about like cute, like street fashion. Not that I feel like people are going to misunderstand the way I'm saying it. But anyway, I'm just going to move on from what I was saying. So yeah, I went to Kamakura. Did a lot of sticker shopping and stuff. But my first trip to Tokyo, I actually based around this concert that I wanted to go to, surprisingly. I'm really into Japanese music, and I have been since I was very young. And I wanted to see my favorite band play there. And they were holding their 15th anniversary last year. And so I went to it. And it was really, really amazing, especially going from being someone who never dreamed that they'd be able to see them to being able to see them at their 15th anniversary and to stand behind them metaphorically and support them and stuff like that. It was really a really cool experience. My favorite band member ended up crying like the littlest baby in the world during their performance. It was adorable. And the rest of the band, I couldn't understand much of it, unfortunately, but they were like laughing and making fun of him, and it just seemed really personal and stuff, like something. It felt kind of like an inside joke, like something between friends. It felt like being very close to them, and it was really nice to experience something like that and to see all of the friends that I had made from the internet and talked to since I was way younger than I should have been talking to strangers on the internet. But it was really interesting seeing them in real life for the first time and finding out how we fit together in real life, because it's quite different meeting somebody in real life versus knowing them on the internet. And it was just interesting, good things and bad things included. It was a really fun experience. I don't think, no matter what happened, I don't think I can look back on my first trip to Japan and feel anything but good about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel if you guys want to know more about me and Japan and all that other stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.